Good morning, crafters, and welcome to Hunky Dory TV. It's Friday. The sun is shining, the flowers are blooming, the air is warming up, and we are ready to get our craft on. My name's Dan, I will be your host for the hour, and today we have Tinkling the Ivories, our producer Emily. Good morning, producer Emily.
Good morning, Dan.
Good morning. And we have a lady that it's my pleasure to work with for the first time on Hunky Dory TV. Let me introduce you to our wonderful demonstrator, Catherine.
Hello.
Good morning, Catherine. How are you?
I'm really good.
So is it Catherine or Cat?
Either. I get both.
But not Kath.
Not Kath.
We're not allowed Kath.
No.
Is that
no.
Mum? Mum has said
Yeah,
that? Or?
Something Mum said when I was younger, and it's always just kind of stuck. She didn't like Kath, so.
Oh, it's exactly the same for me. So Mum won't let anybody call me Danny. And I've got no idea why, but I'm not allowed to be Danny. He's not a Danny. I don't know why. Danny's a lovely name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so we are here today on Friday for our Thank Craft It's Friday show. We've got tons going on today. We're going to be spinning the wheel later in the show. We've got a wonderful Win It Weekly that we're going to be giving away today. But today is all about welcome to Fairyland. It's very exciting. We're going to show you some VT in a minute, but first let's do a little bit of due diligence. Throwback Thursday, yesterday, sold out in a matter of hours. Congratulations to everyone who got one, and apologies if you didn't. Throwback Thursdays, we're going to try and do one every week this month. So keep your eyes out on Thursday mornings. You need to be there early on your emails, or indeed check the website, because you'll be able to see it on the website anyway. But they go really, really fast. Sorry, things dropping off here. They go really, really fast. Grab it if you can. Yesterday's was Rustic Blooms, I think.
Lovely. I missed it.
Did you miss it?
I missed it.
I'm sorry, Kat. It's a lovely kit, isn't it?
It is. It's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I never got to work with it at the time, and it popped up yesterday, and I was like, ooh, and then I went on and it was gone.
And it was £8.99.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Congratulations, as we said to everyone who got one. Win It Weekly. Are we ready? Can we roll our Win It Weekly VT? Are we doing that, or are we just going to do the question?
Let's roll it.
Oh, let's roll it. That is right. It is your chance to win up to £100 worth of goodies. We are going to give away four of these prizes. So they're worth 30 quid each. That's 100. My quick maths, £120. Not bad. Can I show you what we're going to win? This is really nice. 4 people today during this show are going to win the lovely Secret Garden complete collection of For the Love of Stamps, and it includes. Kat and I were just looking at this before. This one. With like through the keyhole, which is lovely, isn't it?
It's fabulous. Great for cutting out the middle and layering up and putting things behind it.
That makes perfect sense. But we've got the animals in here. We've got loads, haven't we? But this is a lovely little collection. 6 stamp sets. They're normally £8 each, aren't they, Kat? 6 times
so.
8,
yeah.
48 quid normally. So actually, the bundle's 30 quid, but there's 48 quid's worth of stamps there. We're giving away 4 sets. To be in with a chance of winning it, we would like the answer to this question. Kat, do you want to do it? Do you want to do the question? Yeah, why not? Can you read it?
Yeah, just about, I think. How much is the world's most expensive pizza? Is it A, £12,000, B, £23,000, or C, £59,000?
My favourite thing of the day today is hearing Kat say pounds. Say it again for me, Kat.
Pounds? What's wrong with
Pounds.
that?
I love it. That's brilliant. Whereabouts are you from?
I'm a Wigan girl.
You're Wigan.
I'm a Wigan girl, yeah.
Wigan. Lovely Wigan. Okay, so how much is the world's most expensive pizza? Is it 12,000? Is it dollars?
It's dollars. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
dollars.
is it dollars?
Yeah, so it's
So
small,
all that, and I got it
small
wrong.
on the
Yeah.
cameras, Kat. $12,000, $23,000, or $5,900. Which one is it? Whatever, that's a very expensive pizza. Isn't
It is, yeah. I'd like to know what's on it for that.
I'd like to know what. Well, do you know, I've seen the answer. And Emily has told us what's on it, so I'm going to be able to let you know at the end of the show,
right.
which is really
Fabulous.
good. We taught the boys last night, actually. We've got 2 boys, Ellery and Max. Ellery is 13 now, Max is 9. We taught them how to make pizza last night. How to make pizza, how to turn the oven on, and how to choose that, yeah. And they got it, and it was deep. It was like frozen pizza. I usually have them fresh, but it was frozen pizza. So they had to read the back of the recipe and all that sort of stuff. And the method, it's called, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
How to make it and stuff. And the pizza was very good. They're not very good at cutting it yet, so there were bits of stuff all over the place. But you've got to teach these kids, haven't you? Okay, so how much is the world's most expensive pizza? Please do pop your answer in the comments. At the end of the show, we're going to give away 4 of those. Right. Today, though, is all about Fairyland. We would like to welcome you to our Fairyland with a lovely little VT. Isn't that fabulous? I love, love, love this collection. We brought you this collection as a Deco Large collection about a year ago. It was the Welcome to Fairyland Deco Large collection. And it sold out super quickly. It was really, really popular. The bundle went almost immediately. And I think we had a few singles that were left for a little bit, but not for long. But it never had the topper treatment. So we have given it the hunky-dory topper treatment. And we have a bundle for you that I'd like to show you. If you'd like to look at this pack shot, it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at all the different colours that you get in this. Not only did we give it the topper treatment, but we gave it the Miri Magic treatment. And if you've not seen Miri Magic before, I'm going to show you in a second exactly what it's like. But what have we got here in this fantastic mega multi-buy? First off, it's £39.96. That saves £10. If you're a member of our club, Club Hunky Dory, you actually get this for £37.96, not £39.96. And when you log in on the website, you will see your price. The place to go and get this, hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. Let's take a look there. We've got toppers up here at the top and cardstock. Beautiful mirror sort of finish to them. We've got the inserts here, lovely watermark finish. We've got a little book. But it's a Miri Magic little book, so it's a little bit different to what you've seen before. More inserts down there in the centre, more toppers. Deco Large all the way along the bottom, because not only did we give it the topper treatment, but we brought back some of your favourite Deco Large from the original Mirri Magic, the original Welcome to Fairyland collection. We're going to show you all. And we're going to start right now with the gorgeous topper collection. So, first off, Mirri Magic, what is it? Well, would you believe that the guy who came up with Mirri Magic is our man, Alan?
Was it?
Yes, it was. So, you might not know this story then, right?
I didn't know that.
Okay, so Alan, you guys will have met Alan. So regular viewers will know Alan. He's the charming, good-looking one of the two of us. People think we're brothers. We're not. I wish he was my... He's like a brother from another mother. I think that's the way that we should say it. He's an absolute superstar. He's also one of our design managers, and he's incredibly talented. And Alan found that that you could print onto Mirri first. So if I just show you this, that printed Mirri, so everyone knows and loves Mirri. Silver usually, it all starts off silver, but you can print onto it, and you get this lovely reflection shining through. But then Alan also found out that if you print an opaque white layer in certain sections, it stops the reflection coming through, which gives you a lovely sort of dimension where you get sections that still have that reflective Mirri, like shining through, but also sections that don't, that are a bit more matte. And the juxtaposition, lovely word, the juxtaposition of those two together make for some really special cards. Emily's laughing at my words. So let's take a look through these toppers. Here we go. So I have to get this in the right place so that you don't get too much light, but just look at the lovely Welcome to Fairyland artwork here. All of these are die cut so that they come straight out, and they're die cut just like our normal toppers, yeah? You can press them straight out, but they've got this fantastic Mirri Magic finish. I don't know if we're going to be able to get close up enough to be able to show you. But you've got, let's say, the wings, for instance, of the fairies will flutter and glitter as you move them in the light. It's really quite special. You're going to get 2 of each sheet in here, so that means that if you've got a favourite, you get to make it for 2 people. I mean, if you've got 2 people who are your equal favourites, and you've got a favourite topper, you're in trouble unless you get this collection. You get 2 of each. Look at that. So there you go. Isn't that pretty?
So pretty.
So pretty. So just showing it with, normally it isn't as reflective as this. It's the amount of lights that you can imagine that we have in the studio here show you a crazy amount of light shining off it. But look at the mushrooms. Isn't that fun?
Gorgeous.
And I never actually thought I'd be saying, look at the mushrooms. But isn't that brilliant? I love it. I love this collection. I love the colours in it. Quite galaxy-esque, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. Them blues and purples.
Yeah, definitely. So they're flowers. Fairyland, obviously there's flowers in Fairyland, but there's this lovely sort of twilight sky as well, which is really pretty. Guys, are you loving this? Let us know in the comments. You can buy this for $21.99, or indeed, it is part of that lovely multi-buy. That multi-buy has in it the cardstock that we're showing you here. It has in it the toppers that we're showing you here. It has the Deco Large, the inserts, and the little book, and you save a tenner with it. And that, I know, is what most people are going for. Love this. So I love this. And the variety of sentiments. You've got circles, you've got these lovely sort of frame effect here, ovals. There's a real mix in this. I think Alan's done a really good job, hasn't he?
It's gorgeous.
There we go. Love the colours.
Well, you've got like your nighttime fairies and your daytime fairies
You
and
do, don't you?
your garden fairies.
Which would you be? That's my question for you. Would you be a nighttime fairy or a daytime fairy?
Nighttime fairy, I think.
Nighttime fairy. So are you an early riser or a late riser?
Well, I have 3 boys, so I don't get much. I don't get much choice. It's early usually.
I have 2 boys, and the fact that you have 3 makes me feel incredibly sorry for you. The amount of trouble that are 2. I could just imagine adding another one to it. But that's the lovely topper collection. Let's show you the inserts, and then we're going to go straight across because I know what you want. You want to see Catherine demo. So let's just show you these inserts, these lovely sort of watermark effects, 140 GSM. You get 36 of these. You're going to get ones that match all of the different toppers so that you can perfectly match your insert and coordinate your insert to the topper on the front of your card. So there you can see those mushrooms that we talked about earlier on. Here we go. Lovely colours and lovely sort of toned down effect, isn't it? But as you know, if you're a hunky-dory lover, then you will know how important inserts are to finish your card and make your card the extra special ones that either people will pay more money for if you're selling your cards, or that people will appreciate more if you're giving your cards. The inserts are uncoated, so you can write on them with any pen or pencil. You don't have to worry about it not writing properly. It'll be perfect. So I've just shown you some of each there. I've not shown you every single sheet. Okay. Are you ready to pop across to Catherine for demonstration number 1? Are you ready, Kat?
I am, I think. Right, okay, let's go. So I am using this beautiful topper. The one I'm using is the Enchanted Moments. And I'm going to be using this lovely pink large frame down here. And I'm going to get a sneak peek with some of the acetate from the collection as well.
Oh, there's some gorgeous acetate coming up, isn't there?
There is. So I'm going to make like a easel fold with acetate at the front. So I'm going to take a 6x6 card blank and I'm going to have it in this kind of position, and then with my acetate coming down the front. So that's the base of it. So I'm going to start by cutting 2 sections from the cardstock, this beautiful fairies one. So it's going to be 2 6x6s, so I'm going to take this just under the 6 mark.
And you use the trimmer for that.
I do,
rather
yes.
than because we have a guillotine as well, don't we? But you prefer this trimmer?
Yeah, I've always been a trimmer girl.
Have you?
Yeah, I always seem to go a little bit on the one
Oh,
no matter what I do. So
that makes sense.
So I'm going to go 3 notches under my 6, so that gives me enough room for my mat and layer. Now with this piece with the fairies on, I'm going to trim off a 1.5 inch section at the bottom first, just so when I cut it to its 6x6 size, I've got the full mushroom in the frame.
That makes sense.
So we'll take that off. And
we are getting so much love for this collection in the comments on the Facebook and YouTube, Kat.
I'm not
absolutely
surprised.
Stunning. Love this set. Fairies are my favourite. All that shininess. Love this kit. Beautiful collection. Margaret Bell says amazing collection. Shelley Yolden says I'm exhausted fairy. That's what she's chosen to be.
Yep.
There was someone who just said that they've got 4 boys. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh wow.
Margaret Hankins says she has 4 boys and wouldn't swap them for the world. It's very true.
No, I wouldn't swap them.
Absolutely not.
Might wish they sleep a bit more, but
Very true.
right, so I'm just going to cut my layers for this section. These are just full 6x6s. So it's 2 of the gold Mirri.
So you've gone full 6x6 to match your 6x6 card blank
yes.
on the Mirri.
Yeah.
And that's why you came in and you chose. So you're like Natalie. You do it in notches. So you did
Yes.
3 notches less than 6x6
Yeah.
for your cardstock, so that when you layer them up, you get this lovely golden border around the outside.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my go-to when I'm using Mirri. If I'm using something like the Adorable Scoreable as my edge, I tend to come down a full quarter just to give it a bit more.
Okay.
It's just what I do.
Okay,
Everybody has their own.
Of course they do.
Their own ways. So let's just mat and layer these up.
The key thing about it, though, is to get it central, isn't it? That's so that you get an equal border all the way around the outside.
And that's why the construction glue has become my very favouriteest product in the whole wide world
So
ever.
you're brave. You use construction glue on Mirri, because I know that it can sort of remove the coating of the Mirri, can't it?
Yeah, well, I try to keep it to the back.
Of course. That makes yes, of course.
Or hidden.
Stupid me. Yeah, you're not just like covering the Mirri with construction glue. Of course.
No. And you only need a little bit, and I try not to go too close to the outside edges, just so it doesn't splurge. But it is fabulous for just giving you that little bit of wiggle room to get it in.
Of course, you don't need every tiny bit of the card to be covered in glue for it to be able to stick. And these things are going to stick flat anyway, aren't they?
They are.
There you go.
Absolutely. It is.
So that's lovely.
Marvellous.
You can just see the little border around the outside is really quite lovely. And you go gold with this rather than silver for this collection, you think?
Yeah, I think so, because the edges on the frames seem more gold to me than silver. But you could have a play around.
So often you find, Anne-Marie taught me this, that the warmer colours tend to go with gold better, and the cooler colours tend to go with silver better.
Yeah.
And there are some that sit in the middle, aren't there, that can be gold or silver.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
but there's nothing wrong,
on the
is there?
shade.
It's whatever you want.
Yeah, I take my lead from what the topper's telling me to do, and that's it. So I'm now going to create my easel front. So I'm going to take a lovely piece of the acetate. This is the one with like the flowery dots all over it. I don't know how well you can see it on there. And I'm going to cut this to 6 inches by 7 inches. And that will give us a 1 inch like flap that we can score over to put behind the back of our card. Just stretch my board out a bit.
So the people are saying about the boys. So Lynn says, when your boys are teenagers, you won't be able to get them out of bed. And this is the thing. It changes, doesn't it? So we have Max and Ellery at the minute. Ellery's 13, so he's actually a teenager.
Yeah.
But he's like a young teenager yet, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he's up at 7:30. Mind you, he's up at 6:30 when he's at school, because he has quite a long journey to school, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But he's always up and awake, and Max is the same. And I was the same. I was like an early riser, but I do remember getting to a certain age, and then all of a sudden it was like midday. You wouldn't get out of bed until midday, and that's crazy, isn't it?
Well, mine are a little bit similar. My eldest is 12, and he sets his alarm for 6 o'clock.
Does it?
And he 9 times out of 10, he'll get up at that time.
Wow.
And he doesn't need to. He says he likes the peace and quiet in the house before all the other boys get up.
I get that.
And then my middle is 9, and he could sleep all day.
Oh.
We quite have to go and check on him, because he will just, especially at the holidays at the moment, he's the one that we have to wake up. My youngest is 6, and he's autistic. Oh. So sleep with him is very, it's all over the place. So I've just cut this section. I've scored and folded my 1 inch piece down, and that is just going to go over the front of my card. So I'm just going to use a bit of tape to adhere that on the back of the mushroom section.
So there are ways, aren't there, to hide the join of, say, the acetate, and that, I'm guessing, is what you're doing here. Yeah,
this is going to go over the back, and then it's going to be stuck to the card base, so you're not going to see it on this one.
Makes perfect sense.
But there's lots of clever tricks if you're putting them on the front of your card. It's just you can stick a top over it, or gems, or there's lots and lots of clever little ways.
We've had a lovely little message here from Jenny Malcolm Gardner, who says, Crafting Magazine 58 has been your best yet, with the Cool Cats and Delightful Dogs paper kit with stamps. It even encouraged me to enter the sketch challenge. That's brilliant, Jenny. We're really glad that you've entered that. Sketch challenge is lots of fun. It's really good, isn't it? People,
yeah.
We get so many entries. Please do enter. It is genuine people that win. It's not made up. Do you know what I mean?
No.
We're firm believers in, you know, genuine people winning and you know, just being honest with everyone. It's the right thing to do. I'm aware that there have been magazines in the past who just give things away that people don't get them. We give things away on this show, and we'll be doing later on today with these lovely Secret Garden stamps. Anyway, I've lost it. Here we go. So she said she loves the inclusion of double-sided papers. Can these be in every one? I do not know the answer to that, but I will find out the answer to that, and I will be able to tell you on Monday. Do you know why I'll be able to find the answer out to that? Because the editor is my mother. So I shall ask her over dinner. And we'll see what she says. Fingers crossed.
The double-sided papers are so good because
they are, aren't they?
Yeah, you can use them for so much more as well. They match with lots of things that we've already done. So I'm just going to place this on the bottom now, and we should now have the base of our card.
See, that's perfect.
So, and it's lovely and strong, this acetate, so it will hold up, but we will put a stopper on the front as well. Okay, so now we return to our topper kit, and I'm going to take the matching topper with the fairies and the mushrooms, and I'm going to pop the whole thing out.
So these are held in by tiny little pips, but the pips, you can remove those pips. If you have the pips along the side, you can just run a pair of scissors along the side and just chop those pips off. Anne-Marie does chop her pips off. She's a big fan of it. Where do you stand on the pips?
I am a pip chopper.
Are you a pip chopper?
I'm a pip chopper.
A pip chopper.
I
don't know why that's funny, pip chopper, but it is. Okay, but can you see there? You've got multiple frames, haven't you, Kat?
Yes, yeah, and I will be using all three on this one. I must admit, sometimes I can be a bit wasteful with my middle frame, and I do have a pile.
You have middle frames at home, do you?
A big box of middle frames, but I have found a way. I'm going to use it in this one to add a bit of embellishment to the bottom.
So Kat's just running her scissors there around the that frame just to take off any of those tiny little pips. Now you can't see them; they are that small. Okay, but do not worry. It's something you can do. You don't have to do. It's totally up to you. If you're selling your cards, it's a lovely thing to do. In fact, if you're giving your cards away, it's a lovely thing to do. It just helps with the finish of the final cards.
It does, yeah. Although this one's been quite
well behaved.
Yeah, it has, yeah. And so if you're in more fiddlier shapes and you can't quite get your scissors in, you can use a little like nail file or something as well. Just helps take them down. So I'm going to put my big topper and frame onto the front of my acetate, and I think I'm going to keep it to the left hand side. So I'll just pop a bit of tape on this.
Gail says that she doesn't bother entering hunky-dory competitions as she's entered every single one for Donkey's Years and never won anything. Gail, there are lots of people entering, obviously, but you will win in the end, I'm sure. There's different people win every week. It's Jackie says that she always enters the competitions unless she's already won, unless she already has that prize. You have to be in it to win it. I totally agree with you, Jackie. You definitely do. Donna says, lovely card, Cat. I have acetate, but never really know what to do with it.
There's so much you can do with acetate.
Isn't there?
It's a staple. It's you could, like I said, you can use it to make new fronts for your cards. You can use it to put behind the toppers themselves, the frames. You
can sort of create floating toppers, can't you? Which is kind of what you're doing now, really, isn't it?
It's great for sneak. I'm going to be making a shaker card in a bit. So you can use it for shakers. There's so much. You can make boxes with it,
That's
with
the
right...
joy. So our acetate, guys at home, if you don't know, there are two weights of acetate that we do. We do the 140 micron acetate, which is like the really lightweight acetate.
Yeah.
If people want to keep their cards lightweight, because obviously for sending out in the post and so on. But our general acetate that we use, and it's the acetate that we foil on and so on, is 220 micron. It's sort of construction weight acetate, isn't it?
It's amazing.
So it's got strength and it's sturdy and it holds its shape, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you can actually make, as Kat said, full card fronts with it, and it'll stand and look lovely.
Absolutely. Marvellous stuff. Love it. Okay, so I've popped my topper on some foam pads, and then I'm going to just put that in the middle of my frame. And you can take a bit of your insert to cover up the back of your foam pads if you were doing this to send to someone.
Oh, of course.
So nobody can see. Yeah, just a little.
And I'm guessing you could use that as the template to... Yes, that's perfect.
Draw around, do that. So that's the front of our card created. So now I'm going to make the stopper. So I'm going to take this frame and I'm going to run round some of our super skinny double-sided tape.
Oh, it has to be super skinny.
It does. It is a very thin one.
We've got a lot of pip snippers. A lot of people say they are pip snippers, and just the occasional person who says they're not.
It's personal preference.
Absolutely.
I think once you get into the habit of doing it, you can't not do it. It's one of those.
Dawn says, I won just a few weeks ago. Was so delighted. I always enter unless I have the item. Tammy says she never seems to win anything, but the fun is in trying to win, so she'll keep trying. Please do try and win, guys. Please do enter. If you'd like, can I just remind people about our Win It Weekly question? Is that okay? So the Secret Garden Complete Collection can be won today. It's a lovely For the Love of Stamps collection. There are 6 stamps in it. The separate price is actually £48 per set. But with a bundle that we do, and it's 30 quid, we're giving away 4 of these today. So that's 120 quid's worth of goodies. And we're going to give them away in about half an hour. Yes, we are. To begin with your chance of winning, all we need to know is the answer to this question. You've got to get it right. I'll be honest with you, you do have to get the answer right. How much is the world's most expensive pizza? Is it $12,000, $23,000 or $5,900? Whatever, it's a lot of dollars. I'm expecting an exceptionally large pizza. I'm expecting it to be very, very tasty. And I'm expecting it to be delivered to me by Kim Basinger. That's what I'm expecting for my $5,900 or more. But we shall see. Okay, let's go back to Kat. And sorry about the Kim Basinger reference.
It's okay. So I've just taken a smaller topper off the set, again with the mushrooms on, and I've put that on foam pads and just put it to the left-hand side of the frame, and that should create my stopper for the acetate front. And I'm going to take out the 2 little circle sentiments, and again I'm going to pop these on foam pads.
Lots of people saying $12,000 for that, for the pizza. Wow.
I don't know. I think if I won stupid amounts of money, like, you know, Euro Millions kind of money, I still don't think I could bring myself to pay. No.
How much better than the Sainsbury's mozzarella pizza can a $12,000 pizza taste? I don't know.
That's it.
There's this like sun-dried tomato. It's a big pizza that they do in Sainsbury's. Other supermarkets do great pizzas, I'm sure. But this really big pizza, and we love it. It's really tasty. And we all like different things on our pizzas. So the kids will have, you know, we'll like add our own things to it. So there'll be like pineapple, which doesn't belong on a pizza, may I just mention?
Oh,
no.
Controversial.
No.
Really does.
No. So Max has got this pineapple on it, and I like salami or, you know, pepperoni type stuff. That's good. Everyone likes different things. Guys at home, tell us, what is your favourite pizza topping? Let us know what you think. What's yours, Kat?
Ooh, I don't know. It depends. Again, it depends what mood I'm in. I like a good pepperoni when I'm in the mood. I was vegetarian for many, many years.
Were you?
For about 12 years. So I was a bit restricted in what I could have. So now I just like whatever takes my fancy on the day. Right. But I do like a chicken and mushroom or a pepperoni. Yeah.
Oh no, chicken is not allowed on pizza.
Why?
I don't know. Because I'm a bit odd. But for some reason, I don't think chicken should be on pizza. And I don't think sweet corn should be on pizza. And I don't think that pineapple should be on pizza. I'm like a... What's the word? I'm not saying Nazi, it's the wrong word. I'm a pizza... whatever. Pizza meanie. That's what I am. Look at that.
Okay. So I've just added a few gems to finish. Just a couple on the acetate. I love putting gems on acetate. It really makes it look magical.
Lovely, isn't it? Yeah, because they sort of float, don't
Yeah,
they?
that's
In the middle
it.
of
They
yeah,
look-
it's
yeah.
brilliant. Kat, that is a lovely card. Thank you very much.
You're more than welcome.
So, guys, you can see that's a lovely acetate front on that card there, and she's used a 6x6 basic card blank, but then really jazzed it up with this gorgeous Mirri. And this Mirri Magic collection is beautiful. It's available in a lovely bundle, and we'll show you this lovely pack shot again just for a second. There we go. That's what you're getting for your £39.96. And if you're in the club, £39.96 isn't £39.96, it's £37.96. You get a further £2 off because you get 5% off automatically. If you're a platinum member, which means that you subscribe to our magazine in the UK, you actually get £4 off, so you're only paying £36, which is even better value. That saves £10 that as well. So, and there is more stuff that you haven't seen yet that I'm going to show you. Just before I do, I'd like to show you a few of the other sample cards that have been made with this collection. There we go. That's lovely, isn't it?
Ooh,
Just
gorgeous.
a lovely stepper there, but you can see just made by the card itself. Stepper cards are a lot easier to make than you think, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes, we can do what. I don't think you're doing one today, are you?
No,
But
not today.
next time around, we'll make a stepper card for you. Lovely easel card, again, nice and simple. With the fairy there on top, a little bit of Deco Large being used there. Love this. Love the colours in this kit. It's really, really
It's
nice.
gorgeous.
So you've got those lovely tags, but I like this as well. This sort of jaunty angle that's been used with the frame is a little bit different.
Do you like a jaunty angle?
I like a jaunty angle. And again, these gorgeous little tags down at the bottom with just a little bit of matching ribbon there from your stash. I don't know who made these. Normally there's names on the back of them, but there's no names today for some reason. Again, this gorgeous artwork being used. And there was a lady the other day who said this was her favourite card, on the Facebook comments, that this was her favourite card shape. I think it looks like a 7x5. I don't know if it is.
It is,
7
but
by 4?
it's
But
no, it looks
landscape.
I do love doing them at the moment.
That's really quite good, isn't it? And this just goes to show how the Diamond Sparkles shimmer, that's shimmer card, I think. You will also do a lovely shimmer roll, but how that really works with this collection. Isn't that lovely? That background there of this sort of Diamond Sparkle shimmer, which just complements the beautiful Miri Magic finish. How very lovely. I have to say, well done, Alan, on designing this. I think he's done a super, super job. Okay, would you like to see a couple more items in the collection? I will show you, because not only did we give you toppers and did the topper treatment on this kit, but also we chose some of the favourite Deco Large from our original launch, gave it the Miri Magic finish, as you can see here, and we've brought this back to you. You can get this for £11.99. It includes 4 different Deco Large sets, 2 of each, so you can make 8 Deco Large cards. You get those gorgeous base layers, as you can see, and 2 different base layers on each sheet. Again, it's Deco Large because they're large cards that they make. Which have sort of impact, don't they? You get lovely ribbon borders here, you get sentiments, large sentiments, you get corners as well. Very pretty, very different shapes as well, so a lovely label shape to this one. Gorgeous artwork, love the rainbow in the background. And then you get the large format Deco Large, decoupage. You build this up from the largest to the smallest element on your card, just with foam pads. Silicone glue works as well, it's totally up to you which you'd like to use. Card blanks as well to go with. So you've got your card blank, you've got your base layer, and you've got that gorgeous decoupage. Look at the decoupage there. It's amazing, so many layers. Of course, there's sentiments on there as well for you. Very pretty. Lovely yellow as well, that's different, isn't it?
Very summery. Springy,
Very
summery,
summery.
yeah.
And it felt summery this morning, you know. I
did.
opened the window until I walked outside, and it was not summery when the wind hit me. But the sky was blue. Lovely. I don't know if it was where you were this morning. I hope you woke up. I hope you woke up. I hope you woke up and it was nice and woke up. And it was nice and blue and sunny. It's lovely. There we go. So you're getting 2 of all these sheets I'm showing you. So sometimes I'm showing you 2. Sometimes we just flick straight through. Love the colours in this.
It's
absolutely
gorgeous.
beautiful. £11.99. Love Deco Large. And if we're lucky, you are going to make a Deco Large card. Just before we do, can I show you this gorgeous Let's move these out of the way. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you some of the cards that have been made with the Deco Large. Oh, and these do have names on the back. Jane. Our friend Jane. Okay, let's see. Look at the depth. Isn't that brilliant?
It is.
Isn't that brilliant? And you get the light shines off it in different ways. As you walk past, these are going to really catch your eye on the mantelpiece.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Love that. Look at that. That's different, isn't it?
Oh, wow, I love that.
That's really different. But I love how the Deco Large is, all this is die cut for you. You do not have to cut these out. You just press them out, just as you saw before when Kat pressed out the toppers. Exactly the same thing. You just press them straight out. Chop off your pips if you're a pip snipper. If you're not, you just leave them. I have to say, I think this is my favourite.
It is. I like this one. This is one I'm going to do the demo with.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Colour-wise, it's lovely, lovely, lovely. There we go. We've got 2 more there for you. I love that as well. Really, really nice. You can see the depth that you get of these. I would be sending these in a handmade card box that you can make easily with your adorable scoreboard. Simple, simple, simple. It's got lovely box making technology built into it, that super scoreboard. Where was I going to? Here we go. This is the Welcome to Fairyland A6 Miri Magic pad. So it's like our little books, but with the Miri Magic finish to it. Okay. 40 sheets there are in here, and I'll just double check. It contains 2 each of 20 different. So there's so many different designs in here, utilising all the artwork all the way through. How lovely. So really, if you mat and layer these up onto A6 size Mirri mats, you've got 40 toppers. Look at the price. Is that right? Are you sure? I'm just saying that should be $9.99. I think it's got to be. Maybe not. Maybe it's $5.99. Is it $5.99? That's amazing. Look at that.
That is crazy.
That's a whole lovely scene. I don't know how close I can get that, but what a great scene that is. Is this really £5.99?
That one almost looks like a photo, you know,
doesn't it?
Like.
Well, I'm shocked. I'm shocked at the price of that. Usually, I know the prices of everything, but that's fantastic for £5.99. 40 sheets. It's going to make you 40 separate toppers for £5.99. That's an absolute bargain. Guys, of course, that's in your bundle, and you're saving a tenner on your bundle. hunkydorycrafts.co.uk is where you want to be. That's the website. Let's pop across to Kat and see what she's going to do with her second demo.
Okay, so we're moving on to the Deco Large, and like I said, I'm going to use this beautiful You Are Wonderful circle set. And I thought, we've got wonderful fairies, we've got lovely Miri card. What else can we chuck at it to make it a little bit more magical? So let's
just because it needs something else.
Yeah. Let's throw the kitchen sink at it and turn it into a shaker. Wow. So I am going to pop out the base layer. And what's lovely about this one, why it works so well for a shaker, is that the 2 next layers are still enclosed circles, but with a centre that pops out. So to get the most out of the shaker, I'm going to discard the first layer because the aperture in the middle is only small, so we wouldn't get to see that much of the shaker element. So I'm going to put that away and start my building up with the second layer. And if you see, if I pop the centre out here.
Is there a cheeky sentiment in the centre of that?
There is.
Clever,
How clever's that?
It's very clever.
Yeah. And this gives us a lovely little section here that's still fully enclosed by the outside that'll work really well as a shaker. So I'm going to start by popping a bit of acetate on the back. I'm going to use my construction glue for this. Don't always use this with acetate, but because it's enclosed in so many layers and protected by other elements of the card, it should be fine. So I'll just cut a section down that's going to fit over it.
This it's all gone off-piste. It's called, isn't it? It's all gone a bit off-piste in the comments. I don't know how we've got people started on it, but we love talking about food. Here at Hunky Dory, don't we?
I have noticed.
We absolutely love talking about food. We love our food. Helen is talking about, and this is my favourite, she's put, you'd think she wants fish and chips for dinner, but it's not. She's put fish and hips. So I don't know what that is, but I like it. I like the sound of it, fish and hips. Fish and hips for us. People saying beautiful collection, which is fantastic. Sunny here, but forecast to rain later and all weekend. It's sunny in Blackburn too. Michelle is saying that she doesn't do gin, but she'll join us with a few ciders. So I don't know how we got into that, but I like it.
Yeah, sounds fun to me.
Are you a cider drinker?
I'm a bit of a naughty. I'll drink anything that anybody offers me drinker.
Brilliant. How about you, Emily? Rum.
Yeah, I like my rum at the moment.
Rum. Wow. Deborah's gin. That's my wife. She's gin. But I like. I've got into a glass of white wine. You know.
Ooh.
I like white wine. Makes me feel posh, but I still like a nice beer. And of course, other non-alcoholic drinks, which is what we drink until at least 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That's what they say.
So I've just stuck that onto some acetate and trimmed round. I'm going to take some of our foam roll now. Foam pad roll. And to get the most out of our shaker, this is the area that I'm going to fully enclose with the foam roll, so that our shaker elements aren't dropping to the bottom. Mm-hmm. So we get to see them.
We've been asked about delivery times. We are running slightly behind at the minute. Because of the bank holiday, we wanted the team to have a little bit of a rest. They've been working so incredibly hard and for so long that we wanted people to have their bank holiday. So we didn't do bank holiday overtime for this bank holiday, which I know it means that the delivery time is a little bit slower than we'd like, but it's long term. I think it's a great thing for the team to be able to get a proper rest with their family and so on.
Yeah.
Rather than be continually, you can only go for so long before you need a rest.
Absolutely,
don't you?
yeah.
And the team are doing such a phenomenal job. So we are slightly behind on dispatch, but we will absolutely be catching up next week during the week. So if you do want your Welcome to Fairyland Collection immediately, we do have our next day delivery service is available. We always keep that on because we think sometimes there are people who absolutely desperately need next day delivery for one reason or another. We don't make anything out of next day delivery from a profit perspective. That's not what we do it for. The cost to us is essentially the cost to you, if that makes sense. So we don't actually make money. I know there are companies who make money out of postage and so on.
No, that's not right.
We don't, no.
So I've added my foam roll to the back of the what's going to be the shaker section. I've taken our lovely sequins from our Diamond Sparkles collection. I've got the gold and the amethyst that I think work really well with the colours in this set. I'm not going to go overboard because, like I said, there's already a lot going on. So I've just placed them in the centre where I think my they're going to show. Yeah, I might just add a few more just because you always need a few more.
Guys, I'm telling you now, and we do this, I try and do this whenever I can. If you love the sequins and want them now, buy them now by all means. If you love the sequins and don't need them immediately, hold off, because in a couple of weeks' time I'm doing a fantastic offer on that pack of sequins, okay? And you will love it when the offer comes. It's an absolute cracker.
Amazing. Love the shiny sequins.
They're brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, the full set, the glitters and all the diamond sparkles are amazing.
Fabulous, yeah.
So I'm just going to line that up where it should be onto the base. And that should make our shaker element. Just to give it that bit more.
Isn't that super?
Yeah. We'll see it more when it's done in a second. So I'm just going to carry on and build up all the rest of the layers. I like to take my decoupage sheet, turn it over and add my foam pads while they're still in. Then I can see exactly what I need and where. Although I do change up how I do my decoupage depending what mood I'm in. I have different days. Sometimes I just like to build up all my Deco Large elements and then make them into cards. Some days I do.
I think people do that and pop them into sort of like little clear bags, don't they? So
Yeah.
they've got them ready to... It's something you can do sat watching the TV, isn't it? Because as you're pressing them out and so on, you know, you don't need as much concentration for that, but then you just concentrate when you're putting it together and then, you know, yeah. Which is good. So do you watch a lot of TV?
I do like my TV. I don't watch a lot of live TV. I like watching a lot of like box sets and things like
exactly
that.
The same. When did that happen?
I don't know.
All of a sudden, that's all that people watch now is sort of catch up, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know we have people with us live today, and thank you so much. You can get all of our shows on catch up on either Facebook or on YouTube or indeed on the website. But that's what people tend to do now, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's just so much more convenient, and a lot of the time you don't have to worry about the adverts.
It's very true.
Yeah,
but
I think that's a big part of it for people.
There's something really cool about being able to see the next episode straight away, especially when you get something really good that's got cliffhangers all the time. It's brilliant, isn't it?
It is. I don't see. I'm terrible as well for going back and watching the same things over and over again. Yeah.
Go on, give us what's your favourite box set then?
Oh, Grey's Anatomy. I'm a massive Grey's Anatomy fan.
You're Grey's. Okay, so now people at home, if you watch Grey's, I think this will make sense to you. And my wife will probably shoot me for getting it wrong, but I think I'm right in saying McDreamy or McSteamy. Which one?
It's McDreamy.
Have I got that right? Is that a real question?
Yeah. It is a very much a real question.
Is it an important question?
Yeah. No, you shouldn't have to choose.
You shouldn't have to choose both. Okay.
Yes.
McDreamy or McSteamy. So one of them is, I forget his name. What are they called? Dr.
Dr. Shepherd.
Dr. Shepherd. That's it.
Derek Shepherd and Mark Sloan.
That's it. It's got a lot of people love Grey's Anatomy. It's got a lot of love, hasn't it, over the years?
It's amazing.
I've watched some of it with Debs. Debs has watched all of it a couple of times. Shelley says McSteamy. There we go. Zara says McSteamy. So it's all about McSteamy, it seems.
Oh, I don't know. They're both. I mean, it is. The problem with it is that if you ever do have to go to hospital for anything serious, you're going to be expecting them to be able to cure anything that you go with. And B, you're going to be extremely disappointed that all the doctors are not extremely beautiful.
It's true, isn't it? They're all gorgeous. It's very true.
So it does set you up for...
They're doing a stunning job for us. They are doing a stunning job for us. They've a lot to live up to, that's all.
Yeah. So we're just building up the decoupage. And we are very close to turning this into a card.
So I love the amount of work and effort that's gone into this. And I love the fact that you've done that, you've added that extra sort of aspect to it of the shake a bit in the centre. Yeah,
this one just lends itself to it. You just got to just spend a little time looking at them and see what else you can do.
I think there will be a lot of people doing this with their Welcome to Fairyland collection when they receive it at home.
Yeah.
Because, guys, remember, you can, because this is all available on demand, you can rewind this and you can watch exactly what Kat did. You may have to listen to us talking about McDreamy and McSteamy again and again and again, but you can watch it back through, rewind it, and make sure that you see exactly what she's done and follow it through. You can do that with all of our demonstrations, which I think is brilliant. It's the power of the internet these days, isn't it?
It is. It's great. Right, we'll just pop this last little bit of a skirt on. I love the details on here that the little fairy skirts are actually like flower heads.
Oh, fabulous.
It's so cute.
What we'll do at the end, we will bring this card across and try and get it as close up as we can on the camera here so that we can see it in the real detail. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to take a 5x7 card base, but again I'm going to mess around with it. So in the landscape position, I am going to create a front section that's smaller than the back. So if I take let me have a look at my cardstock to see where the design's on this side. So I'm going to work with the left to create a front panel. I'm going to take 1 inch off the front here. I'm just going to cut up to just over the score line in the card, and then I'm going to move it along to 3 inches and do the same, and that should give me a front panel. And again, trim up to just over the score line, and then I'm just going to cut away these 2 sections, so it'll just give me a front panel.
Kat, we had a question. What size pads were you using before? Did you chop up your own foam pads to create sizes, or?
I've been using a mixture of everything today, but yeah, I do chop up as well. I think it was the longer ones, the standard them, and I just cut them in half to make them a bit thinner.
I think the large ones are brilliant. We do a great offer on those as well with our Super Savers, and I'll make sure that it is on this next month's Super Savers, which is probably only about 2 weeks away. And I'll make sure that those large foam pads, and indeed we do strips as well, which are fantastic. We do a bundle on them, and I think it works out about half price. I'll make sure they're on there this next month. But they're brilliant, aren't they? Because you can chop them to any size. So you can always make things smaller, but you can't make things larger.
Absolutely. So I'm going to do 5 and 7 section from the back panel of my card, because we're going to be seeing that through the front.
Oh, Teresa says, morning, Throwback Thursday, ordered yesterday, really good value. Congratulations, Teresa, on getting that. It was phenomenal value. I think it was £8.99 for a £20 kit, which is already incredible value because it's in a kit as opposed to all the separate sheets individually. Beverly Wood says the strips are great, so she'll wait to order. Please do. We'll get those that multi-buy bundle back on for Super Savers this month. I think I saw the schedule yesterday, and I think it's Kelly, and I think it might be Kelly and you for Super Savers. I'm not sure.
Oh,
was it Kelly
I'm not
and
sure.
Natalie? I can't remember.
I don't think I'm with Kelly. I don't.
Are you not on with Kelly?
No.
I love watching Kelly on Hunky Dory TV. She's such a good presenter.
She's lovely. Mind you, everybody's lovely here. There's not.
It's a good
you
team,
do very
isn't it?
well at getting lovely people.
Yay! It's a good team.
Yeah. Right, so I'm just going to take my base card, and again, just 3 notches under my 5. She says I've just done that wrong, so getting distracted, so I'll have to use this piece. So
that's my fault, sorry.
7. I just had my card facing the wrong way, that's all. Luckily there's just enough left of the other side to work with, but I can reuse that, that's absolutely fine. And now we do 5.
Heather Porter has asked, will we be getting any more of the paper ribbons back in stock? I am 90% sure the answer to that is no, Heather, I'm sorry. Although we may be designing something for the future, but the current ones went. And that was it. We had some stock left, and I think I did a special on it, and it all went. We have some paper ribbons. We have some Resist and Reveal ribbons, I think, which are really good. And you can colour those to any colour you choose with your ink pads. They're really, really good. So if you could try those, Resist and Reveal, either ribbons or bows they're called, but you'll be able to search for them on the website, they'll be there. Louise Bruce, I've got a question for you, Kat. Let's see if we can pick your brains.
Oh, well, you can
Louise Bruce says, what use do you have for all your offcuts? I seem to have so many.
They at the moment, they work really, really well for all our mini dies. Saving them up for them is perfect.
Okay, so are you giving away a little bit of a secret there, perchance?
No, we've already done the mini dies. Well, there might be some new mini dies, but yeah.
So small pieces of cardstock, Mirri, so on and so forth, are fabulous for using with those smaller dies. There are some coming this weekend. Is it this weekend? Let me look on my. Emily does this brilliant thing for us where she gives us all the details. Here we go. TV schedule. Ooh. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. on Create and Craft, and at 4:40 p.m. with Natalie and the wonderful new, it says Moonstone's Minis range. Timing is perfect there, Kat. Well done.
I know. No.
So that's what you do. Crafters just don't tend to throw anything away, do we?
No, I'm terrible for it. I've got a massive box at home that's exactly the same. But like I said, for things like that, or if you just want to add a little bit of extra depth or dimension on your card, just add in an extra strip, matte and layer it, and onto the base, and then add your toppers over. There's lots and lots of things you can use them for.
So
yeah,
you can use
absolutely.
Punches,
Yes.
small die cuts, that sort of thing.
Yes, yes.
Chopping things up for shaker cards, so you could use little bits of Mirri instead of the sequins that the Cat used before.
Yeah.
There's so many different things, but in the end, if you do get to the point where you have things that you're not going to use, obviously all of it is recyclable. So all the product is recyclable and will go into your normal recycling, which is good.
But you can, if you're clever, you can use up quite a bit before you.
It's one of those things as well. I remember I have something that I could use from about 3 years ago. And you find it in the
It's satisfying when that happens.
Absolutely.
So I'm just creating a matte and layer section for our front panel. And I've just carefully trimmed round so I could keep most of the fairy on the front, although I do fear she may be covered up by the decoupage section in a minute, but Deco Large even.
We've got Louise Batten says that she makes flowers from her offcuts. Guys, can I just say, I'm looking at the comments on Facebook at the minute, not the ones on YouTube, so I do apologise, and hello to everyone who is watching us on YouTube. I just happen to have the comments open on Facebook, and I'd just like to say it's lovely. Our viewers are such a wonderful group of people, caring people, lovely. We never have anybody say anything, you don't get untoward things said. No, they're lovely people. But so helpful as well to each other. So there's a question that's asked, and it may be asked to us, but it's also everyone else jumps in and gives the answers. So thank you so much. And do watch out for anything, any comments or questions that you know the answer to, or you can add to, and do add. So Michelle says she makes herringbone cards with offcuts.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's what's the way I think about it? Think about floors. You know that lovely kind of like wooden pattern where you have the rectangles going. And,
yes.
Yeah, so you could save up all your... That's what I would think of it.
I saw Natalie do something with that. So what I had in my mind straight away was the sort of Harlequin effect. Like diamonds, where you put diamonds and you put all those together as different colours. That's quite special. I saw Natalie do something with that just recently as well.
Okay. So I've just popped that onto our front panel with some foam pads, and then we're just going to finish with a couple of sentiments. What have we got here? With love to my very best friend, have a most magical day. You can't get more special than that, can you? There we go.
Lynn Clifton says, what glue are you using to stick to the Mirri? Well, Lynn, it is our fabulous construction glue. If you have not used or had construction glue before, I'm sure that if I asked the viewers, in fact I will do, viewers, if you have used construction glue before, do you rate it? Would you just pop in the comments whether it's something that you think is worth someone who hasn't used it before trying it? And Lynn, I reckon within a couple of minutes you'll know whether it's worth trying. It's brilliant.
It is amazing. Glue, It even has, and this is saying something, it has my mother's seal of approval.
Does it?
I don't know if you know, Dan, but my mum's a very, very talented artist.
Oh, wow.
And when it comes to art supplies and craft supplies, she has very, very high standards.
Right, good.
And even we were talking about it the other day because she'd ordered it when it came back into stock, and she'd got a box of 6 arrive. I think it was on an offer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And she was saying there's just nothing quite like it.
She's a superstar.
So to have my mum's seal of approval is a very, very big deal, trust me.
What's mum's name?
Hazel.
Hazel, thank you very much, Hazel. That's very kind of you. How super. So she's an artist. Tell me a little bit more. What does she what kind of medium first?
Right. She can turn her hand to anything.
She's a little like you.
No, trust me, she's much more. She can draw for a start, which I can't.
Okay.
she can turn around to anything. She has done everything from making concrete horses to the size of a Clydesdale, to painting canal boats. You know, they're just everything. A current business is pet portraits.
Is it?
Yes.
Pet portraits,
Yeah.
fabulous. So if you have a pet, she can do a portrait of the pet for you.
Yes.
That's super. Okay. What's her website? Does she have a website?
It's Schnauzer Portraits on Facebook.
Portraits.
Yeah, Hazel Taser Schnauzer Portraits.
Schnauzer Portraits, fantastic.
Oh, she'll love that. I'll show you. So there we go.
Isn't
And
that
we've got
brilliant?
that shaker in there as well, just to
I
give it a
love
bit
that.
more.
It's so different, and you've used that little section. You've cut away the sides and used that little section, but then you've put the circle on top of it.
Yeah.
Looks really different. Do you mind me pinching it from you so that I can show it? Is
not,
that
no.
okay? You absolute star.
There you
Thank
go.
you very much. Okay, I have another one that I'm going to show here first as well that I missed from earlier on, and I do apologise. Is this gorgeous? I don't know who made this. You are wonderful. Jane made this for us. Welcome to Fairyland. She made it. This is lovely. She made it on the 29th of March. And she wrote, "You are wonderful," which I think was a message to me. So, Jane, that's lovely of you. Isn't that brilliant? Lovely little acetate card. So, that's using the same, but aren't these very different? So, you've got one that's a shaker and one that's gone with the this lovely torn edge die. So, I know that's the new torn edge moonstone dies that have been used there. Very special. I think this is the card that makes you, or the design that makes you go, do you know what? I want that collection. And this is what Kat's just done. Love that. There we go. You can see the sequins jumping about as you do that. Isn't that beautiful? Love the colours. Kat, I really, really like that. I think you've done a super job. Thank you very much. Okay, one more product to show you from this collection, which I was meant to get ready beforehand. But failed dismally because I was too busy yapping. Here we go. Was it two more products? Or was it one more product? Just one. Okay, so this is our Welcome to Fairyland Luxury Foiled Acetate. 16 sheets in here. We were talking about foiled acetate earlier on. See if the easiest way for us to show you, because obviously just like that, you can't see it as well. It looks quite nice against blue, doesn't it? But there we go, we put it against white and you can see it a little bit easier. These are all individual tiny little stars, which is really cool and can be used for, perfect for Christmas as well, isn't it?
I mean, that one is so versatile. You could use it with so many sets of kits.
If you haven't had our acetate before, a little bit of a secret. So this is gold acetate, you've got these gorgeous gold stars. Flip it over, it's silver acetate. Because foil is all silver on one side. Yeah. So you can't normally see it because it's normally on the underneath, isn't it? But there you go. So that's the first one. Lovely corners here. Perfect little, it's a little rose pattern there. And sort of daisies as well. Very cute. I like that. There aren't many companies who will do foiled acetate. In fact, I think we're probably the only one here in the UK. You don't tend to see it anywhere. And that's because it is notoriously difficult to do. But the guys do they're so talented, our production guys. They've got years and years and decades really of experience. And they can get this wonderful finish with the acetate where it really, really works. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Edge to edge, very, very nice. So there are 4 different designs and you get 4 of each of these in this kit for £9.99. Okay, we are going to go through our Win It Weekly just one more time. And give you the last call. So you've got about 2 minutes to get your answer in if you want to be in with a chance of winning those 6 stamp sets. How much is the world's most expensive pizza? Is it A, $12,000? Is it B, $23,000? Or C, $5,900? Which is it? It's a very expensive pizza. I'm expecting it to be very, very large and take a long time to eat and be very satisfying.
It is.
As well. It must need to be.
Yeah.
Needs to be. Okay, let us know. 4 people are going to win, and they're going to win in about quarter of an hour. Okay. Do you have one final demo for us?
I do, yes.
Would you mind? Is that
yes,
okay?
yes.
We can get one more demo with Kat. Let's go across.
Okay, so I'm going to be working with the little book pages, the pad pages, and I'm not actually making a card. I'm going to make like a spinner decoration because I thought it would work well with the colours and catching the light. So I'm going to take, I found 2 pages in there with the fairies in these oval apertures that I thought would work well because I can place them back to back and it can spin. So I'm going to take our Moonstone oval dies that fit really well.
So we often do this as a company. We try our best to get things so that they'll work together through different ranges and so on.
Absolutely.
It's just little things that the design team do that you don't realise, but actually make life a bit easier for everyone.
They do, absolutely.
Talented guys.
So I'm just going to place this over the edge of the oval. And I might not get it 100% perfect today, but when you're doing it at home, you can line it up a bit better. So that's the second largest die down, and then I'm going to skip a size and work my way down to make like a pyramage kind of section. So I did have them laid out and I've lost it somewhere along the line.
Don't worry. So Mandy says about this pizza, Mandy says, I bet it has caviar and other such things on it.
Ooh.
I think Mandy might be right. It might have some fancy things on it, but whatever it is, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of pizza.
I can't imagine that if you don't have chicken on pizzas that caviar would go down to.
No, I've never had caviar. I don't think
I have.
Have you ever had caviar? Emily, have you had caviar?
My brother's obsessed with it.
Your brother's obsessed with caviar. So so have you had caviar?
No.
You haven't?
It really doesn't appeal.
It doesn't appeal to me. At home, do you like caviar? Are you a caviar eater? A caviar lover? Let us know. I know they're like they're tiny eggs, aren't they?
Yeah, it's
yeah. But it's like a certain. Is it sturgeon or?
It's from certain
Certain fish, I think. Certain fishes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's like everything in life. There's different grades, isn't there, depending on how much you're willing to pay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to run this through the die cutting machine. I don't think I've put it on the evenest of surfaces, but I will get through.
So have you fallen in love with the manual Gemini again? Or because Natalie, I've noticed, has been using the manual Gemini instead of using the electric one.
It's nice for this size of project, and it does give you a really clean cut. So I do like it. Using it for when I did my first demos the other week was the first time I used it, but I am impressed. I do like it.
That's good.
So that's one of them done. We'll just set that aside, and then we repeat the process with our other frame. Just do exactly the same. Line them up.
I've got people saying in the comments, Kat, that they would rather have the $12,000 to come to Hunky Dory Warehouse and have a field day. Honestly, if we were allowed to open up the Hunky Dory Warehouse to people, because health and safety, you're not allowed to and things, but you would genuinely, field day isn't the word. We've got shelves just full, stacked with awesome products, but one of the big things you'd find is that lots of stuff's on pallets. Okay, so pallets are I don't know. Most people would have seen pallets in their lives, but they're a good metre or more. They're big pallets, and we're talking stacks. So the general pallet stuff is more than hip height in height's worth of product on it, and there must be hundreds, if not thousands, of pallets of different products in different stages of their life. So they've either been printed but they haven't been foiled yet, or they've been foiled but they haven't been die cut yet, or so on and so forth, or they're being assembled. It is like, that just looks incredible, and the big machines are just amazing, aren't they?
Do you know, I've never ventured down to that end of the warehouse. I've never actually seen the machines.
Really?
No,
Cal, I'll take you down.
Oh, I'd love to see them.
I will do. It's amazing.
I'm obsessed with things, like how it works, those kind of programs.
Oh, it's fabulous. So. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, we're going to do some VT with the machines. We've just got to talk one of the guys into to being on, because they're they're shy guys, they are the shy guys. So well, I'm sure we'll be able to talk someone into it. But yeah, it's an Aladdin's cave. It's a fabulous place. When you go in the picking aisles, it's just absolutely amazing. And we don't just stock hunky-dory products. We also, so obviously we manufacture our hunky-dory products, design them and manufacture them here in the UK. We're in Preston in the northwest of England. But we also stock high quality other supplier and manufacturers products. So we stock Clarity stamps, we stock Crafter's Companion goodies, and so on and so forth. So the really good brands that we think are really worth people buying, or indeed stuff that's the best products on the market. And we think the Gemini stuff is the best on the market. We stock that sort of stuff as well. So it really is an Aladdin's cave of all sorts. It's amazing.
Great. So I have just die cut now 2 of the largest ovals that we've used out of the gold Mirri, and these are going to be the base for each side of our card. Before I stick these together, I'm going to add a little bit, if I can find it in my box, invisible thread, because I think this works really well for spinners. It gives it that magic hanging effect, but it spins really well as well. So if I don't get myself tied up in it, so just make myself a little loop.
So it looks like Kat's not really doing anything because it's invisible. So
some
she's kind of
weird side language.
Is she really doing anything or not? Nobody knows. I can see
promise.
it just.
This is a product my dad's company used to make.
Where is it?
Yeah, I've got a big reel of it from one of my previous jobs, and it's
a bit
still
like
going.
Fishing wire, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's bonded nylon.
Bonded nylon, is that what it's called? There we go. Yes, we've been asked. Do we have a shop here in Preston? And the answer is yes, we do. We have a shop called Inspirations, and joy of joys, it's opening back up on the 12th of April. Is it the 12th of April, I think? And we can't wait. The Inspirations team, if you've ever met them, lovely group of ladies. They're all ladies actually down there at the moment. But absolutely wonderful group of people. They've been up here helping us, dispatching orders and so on, over the last few months while they've been, instead of being furloughed. And they've been really, really helpful. They've been fantastic. But they are overjoyed to be back down there at Inspirations.
Yes.
It's a 10,000 square foot unit filled with crafting goodies. If you ever get the opportunity, if you're going up to the lakes, we're how far away from the lakes would you say, Kat? We're an hour?
Yeah, an hour and a bit, I would say. Yeah.
An hour and a bit south of the lakes we are. So if you ever go into the Lake District, pop into Inspirations, have a visit, and you will love it.
Okay, so I'm just sticking my first layer down with construction glue. Today, for this demonstration, I'm going to do like an in-out and in-out effect.
Okay.
Just so you're not watching me put 18 layers of foam pads on. But if you're doing it at home, you could build it up to a proper like pyramage effect.
That makes sense.
So take a bit more of my foam roll.
It's you can see how shiny that Mirri is. You keep seeing Kat pop her head where you can see just peeping over, saying hello into that gold Mirri.
Oh.
It's really shiny.
Do you know, I always used to be a silver Mirri kind of girl when I was doing cards before I was working here, and I was just making them for people and stuff. My tendency always used to be silver, but I don't know. I think I'm going the other way. I do use an awful lot of gold now. I've come much more around to. Yeah. So we just line this up.
There she is again.
I know, sorry.
No, it's good. No, it's good. No, it's good.
Seen enough of my face as it is.
No, not at all.
So I'll come up on that layer. I'll go back down for the next layer.
People are arguing over who is going to be the new cleaner for our warehouse. We do have a cleaner. She's called Lisa. She's an absolute superstar. But you never know, people. You never know.
Oh.
Dawn says, "Can you get to the shop easily from the train station?" It's a taxi drive from the train station, about 10 minutes, something like that. Faith says they're going to the lakes in September and didn't realise we were so close. We'll have to be nice to the other half so that they'll get a detour. That's a good idea.
Yeah, if you come back on one of the back roads, because we did it once, again, not long before I started working here. We've been away, I think it was for our birthdays up Lancaster way, and we came back on the back roads, and we were coming back past this way, and I said to Peter, I'm sure that hunky dory shop's round here, and we did. We passed it and we called in and stuff. So there's ways and means.
There always are. Jackie said that the shop's fantastic. Been there and spent a fortune. It's a lovely shop. Yeah. Oh, we've just shared a link as to the shop on the Facebook feed, which is good. Yep. People are talking about a coach journeys. We do special deals for people who manage to get a coach or a minibus together. We'll make sure that you get a goodie bag or some kind of freebies when you're there, or indeed a discount. You get a discount code from the team. If you just contact us here at Hunky Dory, we can sort that all out for you. We love people coming to the shop, and we cannot wait to be able to start demonstrating again in real life. It's so lovely. We've had many days down there where we've had all sorts of visitors. You know, Dawn Bibby's been in and demonstrated. We've had loads of different people in. You know, Sarah Davies and tons of people.
Yeah.
Really good demonstrators.
So I've just flipped over onto the other side, and I'm just repeating the process. So flat for the first layer, foam roll for the second.
Sarah says, does the club discount work in store? You just ask them, tell them that you remember in store, and they will give you your discount. Absolutely. So I love this. So as you say, you could, if you wanted to, instead of going in, out, you could go out.
Yes.
Yes.
Or in. You could do one side one way and one the other.
Which is kind of what that Deco Large card that you did sort of gave you the feeling of invertage, it's called, isn't it? Instead of pyramage,
Okay, so we just pop that last layer back on foam pads. Just going to pick out a few purple gems.
Okay, everyone, I have to tell you that the time for entering our Win It Weekly competition has ended. So if you are in it, you have a chance to win it. The team here are coming up with, we know the answer actually, that's coming up with the answer. We're making up the answer. They are choosing the 4 winners from all of the correct comments on our shows this week and on the Hunky Dory Hub. And you may be one of those winners, and you'll get to find out in just a couple of minutes now. After this card, we've got 2 key things to do. One of them is give you the winners of the Win It Weekly competition, and the other one is spin the wheel.
Just added some gems, one lot at the bottom, one at the top, and then we've just got a lovely little... And you could add that into a card. You could have a spinning section in a card, or be nice in a little girl's room.
I love that. Isn't that fabulous? So that was made just with your 2, use the base, use the little book, didn't you?
Yeah.
The little book. So it's just 2 sheets of 40 of the little book.
Yeah.
And then some Mirri card and some of our nesting dies, that just work perfectly.
Absolutely.
So a little bit of time went into it, but look at the finished product that you've got. And that just goes to show, this isn't just about card making, it's about craft, it's about paper craft, it's about creating things that you give to people. I mean, we have products that we've done that become heirlooms, really, don't we, in the with our storybook and so on and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get as creative as you can, guys. We love creativity, it's fantastic. Okay, are you ready for Win It Weekly? Let's see whether you have been one of the winners. I will somehow find, there we go. I lost it. Doing a very bad job today of being ready. Here we go. We asked you to be in with a chance of winning the Secret Garden Complete Collection with 6 stamps in it. We said, how much is the world's most expensive pizza? We asked you, was it A, $12,000? Was it B, $23,000? Or C, $5,900? Kat, I'm going to ask you, do you know the answer, or would you like to
I
guess?
genuinely don't. I'll go down, I would say it's not the middle amount. I'll go for 12,000.
You'll go for 12,000. You would be absolutely correct. And congratulations to everyone who got the answer right. It is $12,000. The world's most expensive pizza is called Louis the... the only way I can do this, 10, 11, 12, 13. Louis the 13th pizza, called Louis the 13th pizza. It originates from Salerno. I think I've said that right. Salerno in Italy. It takes 72 hours to prepare and is topped with caviar. So that was absolutely right. It's topped with caviar, lobster, and 7 types of cheese. And it sounds blooming awful. I don't want it. I'm going to pocket my $12,000, and I'm going shopping at Hunky Dory. Okay, so the world's most expensive pizza, Louis the 13th pizza, originates from Salerno in Italy. The answer was A, $12,000. Some people have a lot of money. Okay, can we find out who has won? We'd like to give congratulations to Caroline Blair Garrett. Well done. You have won that lovely set of 6 For the Love of Stamps. Congratulations to Sarah Wainwright. You're a winner. Alison Wiles, congratulations. And congratulations to Kathy Maggs. All 4 of you are winners. Emily, can we get them sent out today?
Of course.
You will do that. That is wonderful. All 4 of you are going to get those sent out today. You'll have them Monday, I guess, at the latest, I should hope. Well done. Don't worry, if you didn't win, guys, there will be a new Win It Weekly next week, I promise. Okay, before we go today, are you ready to spin the wheel? Go on, Kat can do it.
Which way does it spin?
We got caught! We got caught being not ready. Okay, we were deciding who was going to spin the wheel, and today Kat is going to spin the wheel for the first time ever. Are you nervous?
I am so clumsy that I've just predicted all the things that are going to go wrong.
It'll be fine, I'm sure. Okay, so there are a number of different prizes on this wheel. I can see things there. £10 voucher. There's a moonstone die. There's and that would be of your choice, which is brilliant. £25 voucher. I think there's a £50 voucher. There is adorable scoreable pattern packs. That's all 6 of the newest release of those. There's an adhesives bundle. There's so much on there. One of those items is going to be won right now by somebody. Emily, I'm hoping that while we spin the wheel, can you come up with a great question, Emily? Something that we can get people to answer. Okay. So, Kat is going to spin the wheel in a second. When she does, we'll get a prize that we're going to win. We will ask you a question, and you will put it in your answer in the comments. We've got about 60 seconds. Then Emily, our producer, is going to choose one person's comment. That person is going to be the winner, and you will win whatever it is that we spin. Are we ready? Should we spin the wheel? Spin, spin, spin. What we're going to win? Oh, it's a good spin. Well done, Kat. And it is adorable scoreable pattern packs. Congratulations.
Love them.
Very good. So, guys, you're going to win 6 whole packs of adorable scoreable pattern packs. They're each £7.99, so that's 8 times 6. It's 48 quid's worth of goodies. It's incredible. You're going to get it delivered. We'll dispatch them today to you. To be in with a chance of winning, we want to know...
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Does pineapple belong on pizza? We already know the answer is no. But what does Emily think? Does she think yes or no? So will you answer in the comments right now? You've got about 60 seconds. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Just want a yes or a no from you. And you'll be in a chance you might win. While we do that, TV schedule. I'll repeat this again. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and at 4:40 p.m. in the afternoon, which is perfect because that's 20 minutes before it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So people haven't started drinking yet. It's perfect timing. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. in the morning and 4:40 p.m. with Natalie and the wonderful new Moonstone Minis range on Create and Craft TV. So Create and Craft, you can get it on Sky 683, Freeview 95, Virgin 748 or FreeSat 816. You get it on your main TV at home. And please do join Natalie tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. She's got a lovely new collection of Moonstone dies. And you can find something to do with those offcuts that you've got at home. We're going to add a product to the prize rollover. It is the For the Love of Stamps Delightful Doilies. Here we go. Can I show you this? There we go. We're going to add that stamp. Worth £8. That's going into our prize rollover. Emily, do you know the amount in our prize rollover? In the box?
It is 376.
Oh.
Our prize rollover, it's one of the items on that spin the wheel, is up to 376 quid. If it's not won next week, I think we're going to give it away as the Win It Weekly to make it so that it's definitely won. Has anyone ever won it on the wheel yet?
No.
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 So we'll give it away, because if we didn't, it would be at thousands of pounds by
Yeah.
now, wouldn't it? It'd be crazy. Next up on Hunky Dory Craft TV, let's get the week rolling with a new launch on The Craft Show, Monday 12th of April at 10 a.m. And that new launch, I think I've got a very good idea what it's going to be if Natalie is launching it on Create and Craft tomorrow. Emily, do you have an answer for us? Does pineapple belong on pizza, yes or no? What's your answer? It does. Oh, it does. And who has won those wonderful pattern packs?
Judith Cooper.
Judith Cooper, congratulations. If you will, either email us studio@hunkydorycrafts.co.uk, or indeed you can message us on Facebook and give us your name and address. Your name, we know your name, it's Judith. Give us your address, then we will send those out to you today. Congratulations. There will be another wheel spun next week, do not worry, and of course that Win It Weekly. All that is left for me to do is to say thank you very much to Kat.
You're welcome.
It's been a pleasure spending an hour and a half with you. It's been
wow,
today.
sorry. Did I drag my demos out too long?
Your demos have been brilliant, really inspiring, and thank you so, so much. Thanks to Emily for producing, and have a lovely weekend, guys. We will see you again on Monday. Bye now.